to Autonomy Global Network. We are live in Tennessee at the Tennessee Drone and AAM Policy Symposium, and we have our incredible sponsors, Rollins, here with us to tell us a little bit about your involvement and what this show is all about. So first of all, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Alicia McConnell.
I'm Paul Weaver.
All right, and tell us about Rollins.
So Rollins Infra Consult is a company that helps with organizational strategy for DOTs. The aeronautics wing, like we like to call it, works with state DOTs and other agencies to help them advance their advanced air mobility initiatives and drone programs and things like that.
All right, perfect. So tell us how Rollins is involved in this particular symposium.
So this year and last year we supported Tennessee DOT as well as the university sponsors. Last year it was MTSU, this year it's Vanderbilt. We really helped them kind of kick it off, create the agenda, but really just supported them as they tried to bring in industry expertise and a lot of great panelists and speakers and presenters to make this great event.
Well, it's a packed house, and tell us a little bit about, kind of the scope of the event. It's 2 days, AAM and drones both. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we started off with general sessions this morning. We were able to bring in some leadership from Tennessee, both on the representative, Tennessee House of Representatives side, as well as TDOT leadership. And then through those general sessions, we had a great keynote, had a university panel, and then this afternoon we broke out into 2 sessions, advanced air mobility and then advanced drone operations. So those breakouts are going to last through this afternoon all the way into tomorrow.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so what else do you want people to know before we hand it off? We're going to get TDOT up here.
Well, I'd like to give Paul a chance to talk. He
Yeah,
just gave a
please.
presentation this afternoon about advanced air mobility, really kicking off our afternoon sessions with his expertise, global expertise that he's also bringing to the room.
Awesome, so take it away.
Yeah, we're excited to be here, excited to see industry be here and seeing states and local municipalities and TDOT all gathering together to grow the AAM industry and UAS industry is outstanding right now. There's a lot of exciting things happening, a lot of momentum. I think it's a perfect time for things to just kick off and grow from there.
I love how, I'm seeing Alabama, I'm seeing North Carolina, we're going to have Texas on the show momentarily. We've got OEMs here. I mean, everybody's here really to learn, and NASAO is here too, the National Association of State Aviation Officials. So really cool how you guys have brought together the entire community.
It's all about growing together. It's about bridging the silos. Without everybody working together, nothing's going to happen. And we're seeing that grow. Over the last decade, it's been amazing to see how it's evolved.
It really has. So how can people learn more about Rollins and contact you guys after this stream?
Absolutely. So they can go to rawlinsice.com to our website and see everything there, or they can contact us directly and see everybody's picture. It's a great, fantastic company, and we love working with everybody.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. We are going to go ahead and get our Tennessee DOT experts up next. So come on down. All right, come on in, guys. You're going to have to squeeze in. And please use that mic. It's a little bit loud here. So introduce yourselves, please.
So my name is JP Sylvester. I'm the director of the TDOT Aeronautics Division, and my colleague here introduce himself.
All right.
Hello, my name is Ryan Traverso. I'm currently the team lead of Drones and Advanced Air Mobility section for Tennessee Department of Transportation Aeronautics Division.
And Ryan is the host with the most. He's out there introducing the keynotes and did a great job this morning. So, gentlemen, thank you so much, first of all, for hosting this event. It's really brought a community together. So tell me what you're so excited about here in Tennessee. I know you guys are up and coming when it comes to AAM, and the fact that you're doing this event shows that.
Yeah, well, part of that excitement is it's not just us. It's Vanderbilt. It's actually Vanderbilt University. It's hosting the event. We're actually here to support as Master of Ceremonies, participate in panels, be part of the conversation, engage with industry. So it's really great to see not just industry, but academia. We're really excited about this in Tennessee and to pull in government, academia, industry, research. We've got environment, everybody kind of represented there. So it's a fun time. It's our second drone symposium. This year we added advanced air mobility was added into it, and so now it's kind of expanded audience and use cases and discussion around it. It's an exciting year with the Part 108, Part 146 coming out, so we've been really tracking on that. Ryan, what's most exciting for you? I know you're really involved in all the stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's been honestly very exciting to see governmental leadership kind of support these initiatives. You know, they've completely advocated for innovation. They've been advocating for the betterment of Tennessee as a state. We want to make sure that the citizens are receiving the best care that they possibly can, making sure that our rural communities are connected. And I think this is going to be a key piece to move that forward and put that vision into reality.
Yeah.
And to know that we have that support means just, I don't think I can really express the words of excitement of like, hey, the future isn't coming, it's here.
Well, it is, and what I found really interesting when you asked this morning, or one of the speakers asked, how many people came here last year and are here again, and so many people raised their hands. I mean, they came back, right? So that's huge to have that crowd, and then of course all the new people as well. So how can people learn more about what Tennessee is doing if they're not able to come here? How can they learn more, like tomorrow or the next day, about your efforts?
The best way is honestly just Google T.Aeronautics. We've got a great webpage. We actually just updated all of our web pages on drones, advanced air mobility. We have a lot of great resources. If you're new to that space, or even if you're an industry expert, you can learn more specifics of what we're doing, how we're trying to move that forward. So that's really the best way. We've got a lot of good. We record a lot of the presentations that we do at our aviation conference and other conferences. So you can find links and access to all those resources. But we've got development updates we put out, news. I mean, that's kind of the. We try to lead everybody into that.
I love that. Did you guys are you taping these sessions, and if so, how can people access this? I didn't mean to stump you there.
These sessions are not recorded,
Well, hey, what? Fun fact. So I'm here with Autonomy Global, and I'm covering a bunch of these panels. So everybody stay tuned. If you haven't signed up for our newsletter, do that. I have at least 4 articles coming out of this event, possibly more, in addition to this video. So stay tuned, and you will learn more. So, but next year, come, right? Or if you guys are doing this again next year,
let's say next time.
Next time, come, and maybe you'll see them running around Exponential. I know that's a big show you guys go to. That'll be in Detroit next year, so more to follow. But thank you guys so much. We are going to roll in, I think, T-Dot next, or TechStop. TechStop. The other T. The other T. All right, great. Thank you so much. All right, guys. All right, Sergio. His name is Sergio, and he is from Texas. All right, he's a big guy, so we're going to have to like squat down a little bit to get in the frame. There we go. All right, so Sergio, tell us first of all who you are, where you work, and why are you here?
My name is Sergio Roman. I'm the Director of Emerging Aviation Technologies with the Texas Department of Transportation in the great state of Texas.
Woohoo! I know, he's got the horns and everything like that. All right, very exciting. So, Texas, why are you in Tennessee right now?
Yeah, so I'm here to learn and to give out all of our secrets. So, yeah, here to learn from all of our peers at the other state DOTs, from the private industry as well, which has been very exciting.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'm speaking on 2 sessions. The first is going to be the state's perspective from the NASEO Multi-States AAM Collaborative to talk about our roles, perspectives, and how that works. And then later in the day, I'm going to be talking and giving all the secrets out about how Texas is advancing advanced air mobility in our state and all the initiatives that we're doing and how we've gotten to the place where we are arguably probably one of the busiest states trying to push advanced air mobility.
Yeah, you are. And fun fact, everybody, I am actually covering that panel tomorrow for sure on Autonomy Global with an article. So yeah, so much going on in Texas and the Dallas-Fort Worth area, built beyond the Dallas, they call it the Key Site, and all of these things. So I'm really excited to hear what you have to say. But as you've been listening to others, what's the one thing that you've heard that you've learned that you think other people out there need to know?
Yeah, I'll tell you, from the state's perspective, what I just learned in the last session I was in was, as a state, as a DOT, as someone who's in the aeronautics and aviation divisions, what is it that we can do to make our states and our airport systems more friendly so that companies like Wing or Zipline or any of those delivery companies can have a successful implementation into our states and into our cities.
Yeah. So what is the one thing?
So it's...
What is it?
Right, yeah. So what we learned today is that it's a lot of preparing your city council officials, your MPOs to know what the benefits are, and that, you know, some people still think that drones just take pictures and videos when they can do so much more. The other part of it is making sure that our airport layout plans or the airports that are still in use are actually updated, because there's a lot of airports that are no longer being used, but because they're still in the FAA system, that makes the drone delivery companies have to reroute through all these like inefficient routes when if no one's using that airport and there's no one managing it, they could just fly over it, but right now they have to go around it.
I never would have thought about that.
Right, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, awesome. So, Sergio, how do people learn more about TxDOT and like what you guys are doing?
Well, come to these conferences if you're not here, you're missing out.
Yeah.
But we do pretty good SEO. So if you just Google TxDOT, TxDOT, AAM, it'll take you to our public-facing AAM site. And if you Google TxDOT UAS, it'll take you to our public-facing drone site as well.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
really
very
great
much.
to meet you. Look forward to learning more from you. All right, very good. All right, here we've got now industry in the house. All right, John. First of all, hello. Tell everybody who you are, where you work, and what you do.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me. John Romanelli, I'm the founder and CEO of Aerospace Experience Technologies, based in Detroit. We're here at the Tennessee Drone and AAM Symposium to speak on unifying advanced air and ground mobility. So essentially introducing a new product that we've been developing for the last decade, quite honestly, and it's the first time we're talking about it. But essentially the AeroNet Universal Traffic Management System is essentially a wireless mesh network deployed by cities, airports, and suburbs with an enhanced remote identification system that gives cities, states the power to license, authenticate, monitor, and actively deconflict and integrate robot traffic into society. And harmonization is a key word for us. You know, the robots are coming, millions of robots.
Well, they are, and you kind of coined a new term, UTM. Everybody thinks UAS traffic management, but you're calling it universal.
That's correct.
Traffic management. And John, I'm telling you, that's what we need, because I've been saying for years that this is all going to be multimodal, multi-domain, and you know, having a silo that doesn't connect to the other robots is going to be a problem. And I love that you've already solved it.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, you think about the aviation industry, aircraft systems talk well amongst themselves. The ground-based vehicle systems talk well amongst themselves, but there isn't a system that coordinates and collaborates air and ground. And if you think about transportation and innovation, it's happening in both domains. So we really wanted to take a universally available technology that was born in automotive to reduce crashes, improve safety, efficiency, and apply that to advanced air mobility as well. So it's interoperable.
I love it. And by the way, you heard it here first, everybody. And I think you're going to hear more from this guy in the future, so keep an eye out. But look, you're here. Obviously, Tennessee is doing a lot of things in this space, and that's why you're here. But as you've been walking around, listening, meeting people, what's like the one thing that jumps out at you about this place in Tennessee?
Well, one of the things that's really impressed me is the level of investment that the state of Tennessee has put into advancing mobility, and it's pretty evident when you go around, walk around, and you see, the exhibitors, the stakeholders. So first and foremost, super impressed with the state's investment in the space. Tennessee has a long future and storied future and history in transportation. So it really makes sense for Tennessee to be taking a leadership role to advance mobility on the ground and in the air. So that's really what I've seen for the most part, and some amazing technology.
Yeah, there's some right behind us. We're going to talk to some other folks. We got Wing in the house. We've got Whisper, the glider behind us. So more to follow. But John, so nice to meet you. How do people learn more about what you're doing and follow your company or you?
Yeah, so you can go to aeronetutm.com or shoot me an email at jr@asx.us. Thank you very much. Appreciate
All right, awesome. Well, thank you. I'm going to grab that mic from you. Good luck. He's got a panel now, so he's off and running. So I love it. Have a good time.
Thank you.
Break a leg.
Cheers.
And who do we have next? We've got Robin from MassDOT, so Massachusetts in the house. Woohoo! So, Robin, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Hello everyone, I'm Robin Grace and I'm the Chief of Advanced Air Mobility Integration and Strategy with MassDOT Aeronautics.
I know, she's amazing. Robin was on our State of the States panel last year at Law Tech Connect, and by the way, that's going to stream in December, so you get to see her in action for that if you missed it live at Exponential this year. But Robin, MassDOT, you're here with T-Dot. Tell me why all the dots are connecting, literally.
Alright, well we obviously love T-Dot, but there's a reason for it. So in Massachusetts, we are trying to do what we can to integrate advanced air mobility into our mobility ecosystem. But there was something that was very obvious. You know, these type of technologies do not stop at the state border. So I'm here to talk about Maceo's Advanced Air Mobility Multi-State Collaborative. We have over 37 states now involved.
Wow.
We've covered everything from what is the state's role, what can we do to enable this, what does policy harmonization look like, what should we begin funding, what does sustainable funding look like. So very important questions for the industry and very important questions for states.
Excellent, excellent. So I'm actually covering that panel tomorrow too. That is one of the ones I'm going to be covering. So, all right. So how can people learn more? Well, let me ask you this: what have you seen or heard here that's new for you?
There has been a lot that's new. I think the thing that's really exciting is both on the UAS side and the advanced air mobility side is for many years we've been kind of talking about things, and I think we're starting to see people have real projects and start to make real differences, in how they do some of their processes. So I think it's been really exciting to go from less from theoretical to wow, we're actually going to do this. And I think with EIPP starting next year, it's like even the next step forward, like wow, things are really going to start happening. So really appreciate the Fred and Fred push to get some operations going.
Awesome, awesome. How do people learn more about MassDOT?
Well, you can go online. We do have some information on our MassDOT website, and you can certainly follow us on LinkedIn. There's a lot of stuff that's happening in Massachusetts. We're really excited about it, so please check us out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, we've got John Eberhard from ATA. It's been a while, my friend.
It has.
Yes.
It has.
So for those that don't know John, tell them about yourself.
So I'm John Eberhard. I'm actually wearing 3 hats here. So I'm consultant to Virginia Department of Aviation, so I'm representing them here. I'm also the kind of de facto ringleader of the AAM Multi-State Collaborative, so I'm supporting that Maceo effort. And then I have my day job where I do digital infrastructure for ATA Aviation.
I can't keep up, my friend.
Me neither.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, so those are all the roles you're in here.
Yep.
Pick one and
Yes.
tell everybody why Tennessee.
So, Alicia
Yeah.
got me down here.
All right,
And
well, there you go.
and
She got me down here, too.
Yes, and she got me down here because she got me excited about talking about the collaborative.
Oh, the Niceo.
The Niceo AAM.
Tell everybody what that
multi-state.
is.
Yes.
I mean, we just had Robin Grace on talking
Yep.
about it, but tell us
Yep.
what it is.
So basically, if you think about all the AAM stuff, right? There's a lot of great technology. There are a lot of great standards. We don't really have a technical problem anymore for rolling out UAS and AAM. we need a roadmap for this. We need a manual. So the collaborative is basically a study group of 38 state DOTs working together to figure out how to harmonize policy, how to set the infrastructure levels, and how to pay for all this stuff. Because it's kind of important to pay for all this stuff.
Well, yeah, and there's also a great website.
There is.
So tell them about that.
If you go to the NISEO Center for Research, you will find our first 4 topic papers on the role of the states, leveraging general aviation airports, setting service levels for infrastructure, and how we harmonize the policy across the states so the industry will get the same policy state to state.
Now, are you going to be on this panel tomorrow?
I am.
Okay, great.
I am.
I'll be covering that.
Excellent. It's
for
a great
time.
panel.
Yeah, I know it's going to be.
Yes.
It's like amazing people on it.
It's about how do we
including
pay for this stuff.
you. Yeah, see the money. Show us the money.
Hey,
That's the big thing.
you know what? Nobody works for free.
No,
Except
absolutely.
me. Except me.
I don't believe that's true.
Right.
All right, so for those that weren't able to make it, we got the chimes in the background telling people that the break is over and go back.
Right.
But for those that were unable to, you gotta love it, right?
Conference.
That were unable to make it. What do you think is the biggest thing they need to know? Like, what are they missing out on? What's the biggest thing?
It's a really impressive group of people here. I told Alicia and JP that the speakers here reads like a list of who's who in the AAM sector.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty amazing, and I like the venue. It's a small conference. It's 300, 400 people, and you're meeting with people who are leaders in the industry.
You are,
You know, a lot of these conferences, there's thousands of people. You can't get up to them, but
Yeah.
you know, you could come up and talk to me if you wanted to get bored.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. In one of his 3 hats. Pick
Right,
one.
exactly.
All right, so once again, how do people find you when
Yep.
you're not here and
Yep.
learn about what you're doing?
So I think there are a couple ways. I've got my LinkedIn page
Okay.
for John Eberhardt. We have a page for ATA Aviation.
Yep.
ATAaviation.com is our website, and that'll lead you into it. And then, again, if you go to the NISEO Center for Research site and
Yeah.
click on the multi-state collaborative, you'll see all the research papers that we're publishing, and you'll learn about what we're doing.
Amazing.
So, but you can find me.
Yeah.
You know where to find me.
Yeah, we'll find him. We'll hunt him down. All right,
Right.
thanks so
All
much,
right.
John.
Thanks,
All right,
Don.
thanks. All right, Mike to the next person, and we will go from there. All right.
Hello there.
Hello there. So you have an impressive display behind us.
Yeah,
The
thankfully it's been in
Whisper
our background all
glider.
day.
Okay. So first of all, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
My name is Laura. I am the product manager for air mobility for Whisper Aero.
All right, very nice. Now, what is Whisper Aero?
So we are actually a Tennessee-based aerospace startup founded right here in Tennessee about 4 years ago. Our name is Whisper because our main thesis is that quiet propulsion will be the key to scale for any flight operations at all sizes, all the way from small drone delivery up to passenger aircraft. So we've been, for the last 4 years, developing the core technology that will make that propulsion that's really quiet as well as really efficient possible.
Excellent. But you have a really cool aircraft behind us, too.
Yes.
So tell me about that.
So there's actually 2 aircraft
There's
displayed
2?
behind us. There's one that's real and it's on the ground displayed there. We
Yeah.
call that the demo drone.
Okay.
We designed that in 9 months, all the way from paper napkin or napkin sketch, all the way up to test flight. And that was the very first kind of installation or integration of our technology. That was just to demonstrate how our technology would do in flight.
Yes.
Good news, it was so quiet we couldn't hear it above 250 feet.
Oh, wow.
So you could imagine a really cool application of that where you're flying, delivering packages or observing some crime or things like that on the ground without being heard. Then as our technology continued to progress, we developed higher thrust versions of our propulsion. We now have a integration of that we call the Whisper Glider. We've taken an existing glider and we are retrofitting it with 2 of our high thrust propulsors, and we're actually getting ready to fly that in the next months. A really cool thing about that project is that it's partly funded by a Tennessee-based fund called the T&Go Initiative, and we are collaborating with Tennessee Tech on that. So in the next couple of months here, we'll be getting ready to fly that glider.
I love that. That is so cool. You know what's so funny, though? When Tesla put the car out, and you can't hear it, it created a whole bunch of weird issues nobody thought about, because everybody complains about cars and the noise, but then when there was no noise, it's like people didn't even know it was there.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, it's weird, like, you know, how a silent aircraft, you know, what are the second, third order effects of that? You know what I mean? Like, it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out.
Yeah,
but I
totally.
love that you're doing that, because really from a community perspective, that's one of the biggest complaints, right? Like, oh, there's going to be all these aircraft, they're going to be loud. So
Noise is a huge complaint. And I think as we think more about advanced air mobility and aircraft just being ubiquitous in everyone's lives, a lot more aircraft will be flying overhead, and we will really wish that all of them were a lot more quiet. So we're taking care of that.
And you're taking care of it. All right, very good. All right, so you have a booth here, a lot of other booths here. Have you had a chance to walk around? And if so, like, what's the most interesting thing that you've seen, besides, of course, your own tech?
Yeah, we've taken some time to look around. It's really cool to see so many companies, you know, have interest in Tennessee and operating here. I really liked Skydio's booth. They just recently unveiled a drone that can take off from a dock. It can be charged there, and it can almost fully autonomously do its own operation. For drone as first responder, which is a great use case for drones, where we can actually save lives and solve crime. So very excited about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, the Skydio dock is really cool, and they've got it here, and we've got some other companies in the background, so thank you so much. All right, so how can people learn more about your company?
So Whisper Aero is most active on LinkedIn. You can just find us by searching Whisper Aero. We also have a website, whisper.aero, and if you would like to email us, you can find a couple different addresses to reach us through. We also put out a lot of press releases about everything that's going down, so feel free to just search us on LinkedIn or on the web, and you'll learn more.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
you so much.
Appreciate you, and it was great to learn more about what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, next we've got a company that we've all heard of, Wing, but you may not have met this wonderful woman, and so please, everybody, tell everybody who you are.
Hi everyone, so I am Catherine Lovett. I am on the Wing Government Affairs team. I'm the local policy and community affairs manager. I've been with Wing now for about 2 years and I'm based in Atlanta, Georgia, but I am a Nashville native. So born and raised right here in Nashville, Tennessee, and so I am super excited to be here today to talk about the evolution of UAS and AAM here in the state of Tennessee, and also sharing some insights about the work that Wing is doing here across the U.S.
All right, that's great. I mean, you guys have been doing wonderful things. How many states are you in right now?
So currently Wing here for the U.S., we are operating in the state of Texas, Virginia, and North Carolina.
Okay.
And we very soon, earlier this year in May actually, we announced an exciting partnership with Walmart where we'll be launching over 100 stores here in the U.S. And those stores will be based in the state of Florida, Georgia, and also adding in more in the state of Texas. So very exciting growth that's happening this year and next for Wing.
All right, I love that. I'm waiting for the day y'all come to Colorado. That's where I am. And, you know, it makes me wonder because, you know, Colorado's cold. It's high elevation. You know, you've got North Dakota, you've got Alaska, you've got a lot of cold places. And it seems like everybody's loving the South right now in terms of, you know, like it's maybe a little easier to fly. So I'm hoping that will expand. But, you know, you were on a panel, so tell us a little bit about what you were able to share.
Yeah, so we came today, myself here for Wing, just to talk about the work that Wing is doing to expand BVLOS operations in the U.S. As one of the first operators to scale with UTM, we have been doing a lot of work on coordination with other drone operators. We shared today a little bit about the work that we've done in the state of Texas, where we've been working with different operators in that shared airspace to scale drone delivery for the North Texas region. So it's been really exciting. Some of the work that we did just back in May of 2025 this year, we did a really great demonstration event with Flytrex, and so now we are officially coordinating in real time with data sharing with operators like Mana, Flytrex, and then there's new operators that are coming into the DFW area, such as Zipline as well as Amazon Air. So it's a great, exciting time for Wing and other drone operators to demonstrate our ability for UTM, and we're also looking as part of that expansion with Walmart this year and heading into other metros, how we can start to build up that work across different states as well.
I love that. You know, I was out there at the Dallas Key site last year, as part of the GUTMA, Global UTM Association's Harmonized Skies events, and I got to see some of that in action. So it was really super. I know everybody globally was excited. There were people from all over the world that came, and they just had their event last week in Zurich. I wasn't able to make it. I was really bummed. But next year's Japan, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to that.
Sounds like a good one. Yes, I would definitely add that to my calendar.
Yeah. So please tell everybody how they can learn more about everything Wing is doing.
Definitely. So I would encourage people to follow us at wing.com. We also have a fantastic LinkedIn page, and then also our YouTube page is fantastic. So as we continue to build out our machine learning, we're doing a lot of really great operations in California. We've been scaling there. That's where our headquarters is based. We have a fantastic team of engineers who are helping to revolutionize the work and innovation that we're doing for our software on the drones. So definitely follow our YouTube page to see some cool updates. And then again, we are also hiring, so I also like to make that big push.
Nice,
as well.
nice. You heard it here.
Yes. So Wing, as we continue to scale and hit this mark for 100 stores with Walmart and growing with other partners, we are looking for the best and the brightest to help grow. So everything from drone operators to engineers and everything in between, including government affairs officials, we need you to come and help to grow, not just for Wing, but help the industry to grow as well.
All right, well, once again, you heard it here first, everybody. So apply and have a wonderful career with Wing. So thank you so much.
Thank you for
All
having
right,
me.
yeah, it was wonderful to meet you.
Yeah.
She's got a little bit nervous about being on a podcast.
I know, my first
super,
time. Yes.
super easy.
Yes.
See, you never know as a person. Now you know, but you wouldn't know. But all right, I think that's all she wrote for now. But again, follow us on Autonomy Global, and you'll see some of these articles coming out. And thanks, everybody. We are out here.